Welcome back to my channel. Hi to you who are still subscribed to me. Thank you, even though I've deleted everything and haven't been active for like a year and a half. Yeah, this year has been really hard, a really bad year. A lot's changed. My hair's blue, I'm not blonde anymore. But like on a serious note, a lot has changed and I've been through a lot, and this video is going to be kind of explaining that, as well as just going more in depth on what I want this channel to be and what I'm going to make of it. So yeah, let's just get started. So last year, I'll go a little bit back into last year. Last year at this exact time, this exact month, pretty much to this day, I was the happiest I'd ever been in my entire life for years. I was in my picture perfect relationship. I was so happy in it. I was being treated amazing. I was getting everything out of a relationship that I could have wanted. And on top of that, I got accepted to a school in California, and I was moving there with my boyfriend and going to college, studying psychology, something that I wanted to do for as long as I can remember. I kind of messed it all up by a couple months in to me moving to California and going to school. I ended up developing, well, I had an eating disorder when I was 9, and I was diagnosed with anorexia and put into the hospital and fed through a tube for a couple months until I got stable and they let me out. For an unknown reason that I can't recall, unfortunately, I regained my relationship with anorexia when I moved to California, and along with dropping an extreme amount of weight in a very short amount of time, I lost so much more. I lost my relationship with my boyfriend. We broke up due to the fact that it was just mainly the stress of me that I put on him, as well as he didn't want to watch me die anymore. I lost my school, like I lost all the money from that as well. I had to move back home, and being a college dropout is not a good, fun feeling. It's embarrassing, and it's something I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life. I lost all of my friends. They all left. They didn't want to, as well, watch me deteriorate and do this to myself. They didn't understand. I lost my relationships with my family, and the most important thing, I guess, is I lost the will to fight, and I lost my soul in this. I don't know who I became or who I am, all due to this eating disorder. I came back early April, and I went to see the doctor, and she believed that I needed to be put in an inpatient facility to get the help that I need, but I refused and continued to let myself get sicker and sicker, to the point where I had trouble walking. I developed a heart condition, and my BMI dropped to under 14 or something like that. I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. But they admitted me into the hospital forcibly under the Mental Health Act, which means that I wasn't able to leave even though I'm 21. They didn't know what to do with me because I wasn't compliant. I was only there for a week, and that was due to the fact that I did not eat that entire week. I wouldn't eat the meals they were giving me. I wouldn't drink anything. They had an IV in me for the entire 7 days I was there, giving me just liquids, and I wouldn't eat because I didn't want to be there. And being there made me not want to be alive even more. And I truly believed that if I was out and let out, it would be a wake-up call and I would be able to leave and get better on my own. And so they just let me go. They didn't. The other girls in the hospital and the inpatient were having problems with me because they were upset that I was the only one that wasn't eating. And so they ended up not letting me sit in the meal room with the other girls and had me sit by myself to not eat, I guess. But they let me go, and it's been about a month since I've been home. I would love to say that I started my recovery like I thought I was going to, and it was a true wake-up call, but it hasn't been. I've been trying harder than I was before, I guess, but no real progress has been made just because I'm scared. I just want to give a little bit of a rant or a PSA. If anyone who thinks that eating disorders are glamorized or beautiful, or anorexia for in particular, it's not. If I could go back to exactly where I was a year ago, you don't understand what I would give to do that. Anorexia is losing everyone you care about, losing the only person you've ever loved in your entire life, losing your family, all the relationships with them, losing your friends, watching your friends and family cry because they don't understand why you're doing this to yourself, not being able to fit in the smallest clothes and being embarrassed of your body, but at the same time you are so attached to the bones and how you look, and thinking of them going away and not looking like that anymore scares you and makes you feel like you're gonna lose something that you've worked so hard for. It's sitting in bed all day because you can't move and you can't do anything. It's only restricting yourself to having, in my case, I was having under 200 calories a day. And I didn't want to live. I struggle every second of the day with self-worth and wanting to truly recover and get over this and be in a real recovery. But I haven't found the right, ammunition, or you never feel, at least in my case, I don't feel like I'm deserving enough of it. And that's just a part of the disorder, and that's a part of recovery, I suppose. With recovery, it's not sunshine and rainbows either, and I've done hours and hours on research before I even wanted to start a recovery because I'm scared. I don't know how I'm gonna manage going from absolutely nothing to eating 3 meals a day, or having to put on weight and change all of my clothes and look completely different from what I've looked, because to me, when I look in the mirror, I look completely normal, and I look big, if not worse than I ever have. And knowing that I'm gonna be gaining weight is going to be really hard, and I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that and deal with not being able to wear size 00 anymore. But I have to think about all that I lost because of this disorder. Last year at this time, I had energy and I could eat what I wanted, and I didn't have a restriction. I didn't on myself. I felt good in my skin for the first time in years last year, and I have to think about, I don't want to lose more relationships. I don't want to lose more friends. I don't want to lose more of my life to this. I've struggled for 12 years and I don't want to struggle for 12 more. I need to figure out a proper plan for myself and what I'm gonna do, whether I turn this into a fitness journey and I become involved in the gym or what, I'm not sure exactly, but I was instructed to not go to the gym until I get healthier, and that's going to be something that's really difficult, knowing that I'm going to be putting on weight and not going to be able to work it off, or at least put on healthy weight and tone my body, I guess. I have to let go of all my control completely, which is something that I have worked this whole year to have, is control. I lost all my relationships, so I gained control by starving myself. I lost school, so I gained control by not drinking anything. I lost control by losing the person that I loved, and so I let myself become someone that everybody, including myself, hates. Anyways, on a brighter note, I know this has been kind of, whether it's TMI or it's just a lot of information that you probably didn't expect. I want to think positively, and I loved making YouTube videos when I did them, and so I want to start doing them again, and I want to start doing recovery-based YouTube videos, because in the future I'm gonna want to watch this and hopefully be recovered and look at this video and know that this was my starting point. And I just want this to be the beginning. I want to find something that I love that takes my mind off of what I'm dealing with at the moment and can hopefully give me some sort of escape. So yeah, I know this is kind of a random, uncalled for maybe video that shared a lot of information, and if you barely know me, I'm so sorry. But if anyone I do know is watching this, and anyone who was once close to me, because I really don't have anyone close to me anymore, then I'm sorry for what I put you through this past year. That's another video though, and maybe I'll make another one explaining how I'm going to fix my relationships, or try to. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for, if you watched this whole video, like, thank you so much. Like, this was all just pointless rambling probably, but thank you.